Hey Scorpio, this is Alicia with Twisted Tarot here to do your May 2019 Twin Flame Tarot reading. If you saw the first video, that is your energy. Second video is your twins energy, and I break them down into two videos because they get pretty long. Thank you everyone for all your likes, shares, subscribes, comments, your personal readings, your emails. All of your feedback has been amazing. You guys are awesome. I have enjoyed this journey so much with you guys, and you've helped my channel grow so much since November. So thank you so much for all your love and support. I really appreciate it. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. It is a general reading, guys, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not your message, you don't have to comment that below. It just means it wasn't for you. Ways to get messages on my channel, there's a couple different ways. So first one is liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, all of that information, because when I pull for the collective, I do pull from that information from the channel. I also pull from those of you that match that zodiac sign that I'm doing that month. Second way is to check out your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs if your sun sign does not resonate. So especially for January and February this year, the moon sign resonated more for most of my subscribers, myself included. And that was because we were in a very emotional time with Pisces, and so I could tell that really had something to do with it. So your moon sign rules your emotions and things like that, and how you approach relationships and things based on your emotions. So, and if you're not sure how to do that, there is a link in the description box below that takes you to Cafe Astrology, or you can take that link and post it or paste it, in your search bar, and it will take you to Cafe Astrology, where you can good grief, I can't talk today. Chart out your birth, your natal chart, and it will tell you where your moon sign falls, where your rising sign, and where your Venus is, okay? And Venus is important because we're talking about love with twin flames. So if your sun sign does not resonate, those are two ways that you can get messages on my channel, okay? So check that out. I really appreciate if you just like the video because it puts it up in the screen finder there, or the viewfinder, where everybody can see the messages. So Scorpio, if something resonates with you, or you're a cross watcher and something resonates with you, that's awesome. I would appreciate that, even if just a few things resonate, some of the messages, that'd be great, because we can get this out to as many Scorpios and their cross watchers as much as possible. So thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate that. If you need a personal reading from me, the link is in the description box below as well. It will take you to Facebook, and you can book a reading there and find out rates and information about me, and you can follow me there as well. If you don't have Facebook or don't want to use Facebook, no big deal. Just email me at twistedtarot@gmail.com, and I can answer your questions. You can comment there. You can send me whatever you want there, and I can respond back for your feedback. And I can give you rates on for a personal reading. Let's see what else. The roles can fully reverse, or there could be pieces of you and your twin scattered throughout the readings. Remember, we are talking about twin flames, so it is one soul split into two. And so that is why you're going to have synchronicities. You're going to have mirroring. You're going to have that information that kind of goes between the two. So I highly recommend watching both videos if you can. If I forget to shout out a sign, that does happen. So I apologize, and I try to remember that. I will, sometimes I get it in the second video, so I apologize if that happens and I didn't say that zodiac sign. If I keep going and I get totally immersed in the reading, and I do forget at times, so I apologize ahead of time. Also, just an FYI, just a warning for the channel. If you cannot take if you cannot take criticism, period, of any sort that is constructive, this is what my channel is about. So I am going to give you ideas of ways to look at yourself, things that can benefit you. Again, you'll know if it's you. If it's not you, that's understandable. But if you're not sure and it kind of resonates and it triggers you, it probably is for you, okay? Because triggers tell you that there's something that you haven't addressed and that needs to be, and what I'm saying is true. So, and you may not like it. It's awful, because self-reflection sucks. Shadow work sucks. The dark night of the soul sucks, okay? But it's necessary for you to grow on this journey and to do the work on yourself. If you're not willing to look at yourself, if you're not willing to see that there are some things about yourself that need to change, this is not the channel for you, okay? Just an FYI. So I hope that that makes sense. And again, If it's not your message, you don't have to comment that below. It's not your message. That's okay. That works. And it sucks. I'm sorry. I wish it was. I wish I could give out all the messages for the full collective, but that would be thousands of people that watch my channel, that don't subscribe, that still watch my videos. I've got thousands of viewers. So, all right. I'm going to chime my chime, and we'll get right into your twins' energy and see what they have to say. If you're wearing headphones, you can keep them on, take them off, turn it down, whatever. This is basically letting Spirit know that we're ready to commence with the reading. It also helps release any type of energies that need to be cleared from the reading, positive, negative, kind of gives it like a reset, and also gives you, it should be making you open to receiving whatever messages Spirit wants to give us, including me. All right, let's do this. Lovely. I love it. Okay, so if you saw the first video, you know you could be dealing with a Gemini for your twin. We have Capricorn. We have Virgo. We had Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio here, and Aquarius. So those are some of the signs that came out. If your sign did not come out for the person that you're dealing with for your twin, doesn't mean this reading can't be for you. I still have yet to pull the cards on the twin side. And really, honestly, it is just about the messages, guys. So hang in there and see what you can find for you, okay? All right. We have unity. All right. So your twin is wanting to come into union, or they are thinking about unity, or this is something that they could be working on themselves. It doesn't necessarily mean, again, unity, when you work on yourself and you're in union with yourself and you love yourself, you are in union with your twin, because your twin is a part of your own soul. So whatever work you do, your twin benefits as well. This is from the new deck I'm using. It's a Sacred Earth Oracle, and I'm also using Amira's Love Oracle for your reading today. So these are brand new. I always read from the book because I do channel a little bit that way. As I'm reading, I can get messages for y'all. See your worth in the value of others. A refusal to accept less than equal footing in a partnership. An assumption, bias, or other barrier could hinder a fair outcome. Strive for reciprocity. There is a solution that benefits all parties, connecting through differences. Empowerment is a better strategy than seeking power. Act now for the long-term benefit of your loved ones. So seeing your worth and your value is going to be reflected in the people that you have around you. So sometimes we go, why do we have shitty friends? Why do we have shitty relationships? Why do I still make bad choices when it comes to relationships or the people in my life? It's because of the way we feel about ourselves. That is a hard truth, but it is true. So if you have work to do on yourself and you don't value yourself and you don't see your worth in yourself, you will not see that in other people, especially the ones that you bring in your orbit. And there's a refusal here to accept less than equal footing in a partnership, which is perfect. You know, I think we shouldn't refuse that. I think we should have standards in our relationships. And I think that that is perfectly acceptable, and boundaries are perfect and they are healthy. So good job, okay? An assumption, bias, or other barrier could hinder a fair outcome. So there may be something that you may be assuming that you know. There may be a bias that you hold, but that could, it's either you or someone else, could prevent you from coming into union with your twin, because it is not a fair outcome. It may not be, the assumption or the bias may not be based on principles of fairness, okay? Strive for reciprocity. There is a solution that benefits all parties. Yeah, so there may be something that you may be disagreeing with your twin about, and there could be a solution that you have yet to find, but try to find something that benefits both people. So compromise is big here. Connecting through differences. So you may be connecting through all different walks of life, okay? And it's telling you that if you look at your circle and see kind of, what people are attracted into it, and are you connecting with different walks of life? Are you looking outside of your box? Is it all white people? Is it all African American people? Is it all Chinese? Is it all whatever? And trying to figure out how you can bring about more culture into your life, okay? And that's not for everybody. Just take it if it resonates, okay? And connecting through differences. So seeing through the differences in other people, not just in obviously the outside characteristics, but the inside as well. And being able to accept those in another person and be okay with the fact that not everybody's going to agree, obviously, or be the same. Empowerment is a better strategy than seeking power. So empowering yourself through other ways, not trying to gain it in a covert way. Okay, and act now for the long-term benefit of your loved ones. So this unity between you and your twin can benefit you and others. And you coming into union with yourself and seeing your value and your worth will help you and your tribe and your people that are around you. Okay, so everybody benefits when you feel good and you look good and you're taking care of yourself and you see your value and your worth. And those negative thoughts are you're flipping that script. You're doing right. You're doing good. Good job. All right, and a brunette female is involved in the situation. Either you look like this or your twin. Very beautiful. All right, or this could be a friend. Doesn't have to be, a love interest, okay? But this is that unity card right falling above it, so I'm going to go with possibly your twin here. So, but again, take what resonates. Obviously, when she says brunette, but it could be, I think, dark-haired, I think is the basis for this person. Brunette or dark-haired female of any age. This woman is significant in your reading, or this is you. Absolutely. Okay, self-worth. Yeah, that's what I was saying here just earlier when I was talking about that card with unity, okay? So self-worth is big, and you may be feeling so good about yourself right now. I feel like when I said good job, this is what I meant. Like you are in your energy of feeling like you are on top of the world because you see your worth, and you have such good self-confidence, and you are balling. Look at that. I love this. Oh my gosh, very nice. And you also, because you see your own self-worth, you're feeling sexy. Like if this is you, you look good. You feel good. You are just, everybody's heads turns when they see you. Good job. And then we have the Six of Pentacles reverse. Okay. So this may be causing somebody to feel like if maybe a tad bit over in the ego department. Doesn't have to be necessarily, but I kind of feel like this is like the devil's hand here, and this is like the head, like the devil and the angel. Okay, so this is like a balance, but it's out of balance. So somebody feels like this connection, or maybe at work they're not being paid what they should, or they're putting in too much effort and not receiving the same back. Okay, so it's like very uneven. So it could be 4 and 2 on one side, that energy. It could be 3 and 2, 3 and 3 is equal. It could be 2 and 4. This is just being unbalanced. Okay, so there's something that makes you feel that you or the other person feels that I believe it's you because it's on your side, but you may feel that something is out of balance. Something is the give or take here is not equal. All right, and I clarify all the tarot cards at the end, y'all. Flute, yeah, here we go. Disappointment in a friend or a lover, and it could be this brunette female. You may feel very disappointed in this person, but it has brought you some self-worth, okay? And you may be standing up for yourself, and this person is like, what just happened? Like, did you just tell me that, did you just put boundaries up, guys? And yes, I'm very proud of you. Good job. And this other person may be like, what? Yeah, they may not be very on board with that, but you know what? You're doing what you need to take care of you. And this is self-worth. This isn't selfishness. This is self-worth. You may be feeling very good about yourself, but somebody has disappointed you, and it is either a friend or a lover, and that's why we have the Six of Pentacles here. That's why it's reversed here, is because somebody is taking or giving too much, okay? And it's unbalanced. Twin flame message. I want to be authentic. I am no longer afraid. Okay, yeah. So you want to tell your twin that, you want to tell, you want to tell, good God, I just blanked on who we're doing. This is awful. You want to tell your Scorpio that, you want to be authentic and you're no longer afraid. And maybe this is it because you've gotten some self-worth. Okay, all right. But there's definitely some disappointment here in a relationship with a friend or a lover, okay? We have listen, okay? Yeah. I feel like this is listening to your guides. This is listening to your higher self. This is listening to the sign, like listening for the sign. So you may be clairaudient like I am, so you can hear what they're saying, what Spirit's saying. And this is also, you maybe love music. For a lot of you on this side, I feel like you love music or you're musically talented. And You get a lot of your, like you may listen to meditations. If you don't, that is a big thing that helps. You may listen to ASMR, which is beautiful. That stuff is not for everybody, okay, but it is highly helpful for sleep, I find, for myself, and others hate it. Some love it, okay? But it's a sensory experience, and it's quite magical when you do connect with it, okay? And so you may be very sensitive to those type of things, and it could be sound as well. So for some of you, sounds maybe cause you some PTSD as well, but there's definitely something that needs to be heard. So it's like listening more than talking for some of you. And then you might hear what you need to hear in order to make a decision. Okay, if that's what you're if there's a decision you need to make. Okay. You can talk yourself in circles but remain unheard. At other times, you can be heard without uttering a word. Sometimes being silent. The people that really love us know that they know when something's wrong. Even if we're just being silent and we're just kind of sitting there. My friend the other day, he goes, we were sitting at a place with my friend and I, and he goes, "What's going on in that brain of yours? Like, what's happening? You know, what thoughts are happening?" And I was just like, just daydreaming off and just kind of just not really even thinking about anything specific, but it was just letting my mind wander. And I was like, I don't know how to answer that. What do I say? Just daydreaming, which is fine. Because then they were like, well, wait, what were you daydreaming about? So the onus of understanding is on the listener. Love, care, and consideration are expressed by an attentive ear and a welcoming heart. Sound is wasted on those that won't hear. Save your voice. You will learn more by listening. A truth needs to be heard. Yeah, so there may be a truth that's going to be revealed. That just listen for the people around you. If this disappointment in a friend or a lover comes from somebody being untruthful, you're going to find out about it. You're going to hear about it. You may hear it when people are talking and you are not, and they don't know you're in the room, or you have walked in and you hear that. That's another thing. And you can talk yourself in circles but remain unheard. So sometimes you can just see it on people's faces when you're trying to tell them about something. You may be talking about this unity, you may be talking about your twin, maybe talking about, and they're just kind of looking at you blank, like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, so that's an idea of, sometimes it's like, you're going to be misunderstood or not heard, or maybe your communication is just, it's hard to express what's going on in here. So they want you to listen instead. And also that you can show people how much you love and care about them by just listening. And just be open to what they have to say. Very beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love this energy, you guys. Okay, we have short term. Okay, so this brunette female is possibly, it can also be your twin. It doesn't have to be, but this could be, again, a friendship or a relationship with this person, or this could be you. But whatever it is going to be short term. Okay, so it's not going to be something that is long term, possibly. So it may just be a short term relationship, or it may have been a friendship that started and ended just as quickly as it started, because something may have happened. Okay, so let's see what they have to say about this short term. Very interesting. Or your time with your twin was very short-lived. Okay, for some of you, that could be it. Relationship that has a brief time frame, not a lasting love, a brief encounter. A destined meeting to know what you want or don't want in your love life. Yeah. A lesson learned through a brief encounter. The timing is not right with this love connection to be long-term, fleeting love affair, or crush. So this could be somebody you're crushing on, somebody that's just a short-term. It's a fleeting love affair. It's not meant to be long-term, or the time is just not right currently for it to produce something long-term. We have patience. Yeah, so have patience with this. So you may be dating and you may be like, oh my God, but you're finding your self-worth somewhere in here. You may be like, oh, this is going to take forever. But you're having patience, I feel like, okay? Or they want you to get into that energy of being patient, okay? So this is probably testing your patience here if you have figured out that something is just not working out. Yeah, we have the Seven of Swords here, reversed. Okay, so that's good energy here. I feel like with the Seven of Swords reversed, I feel like you feel like somebody may have betrayed you, or that there was, again, this lack of give or take with this Six of Pentacles following it. And you may just be kind of like, okay, fine, it was short term. With this kind of tells me this was short term anyways, because it wasn't, something didn't quite pan out within this situation like it was like you thought it was. So you may have thought this person was going to be around a little bit longer. Could have even just been a friendship, or somebody did some sneaky crap, but you're just like, okay, I'm getting over this. I'm going within, and I'm kind of figuring out how to not make this mistake again for some of you. And this Seven of Swords is kind of telling me, like, in the past, you felt like either you were being sneaky or being betrayed by someone else. I feel like this is also relevant for that Five of Swords on the other side for Scorpio, for your energy. So you may be seeing that this person is not putting up with this any longer. Okay, this person is like, I have self-worth now, and I'm willing to be patient to get what I want, okay, or to wait for what is right for me, okay? Yeah. And you have Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Yeah, so there may have been somebody around you that was like this, and you were like, yeah, they disappointed you because they were arrogant or boastful. But I wouldn't cross this person again, because this person, they take what they want. They don't care who they hurt. Could be an air sign as well, because we have swords here. But they don't care who they hurt. They don't care. They want to win at all costs. They literally are like, look what I have. She's pointing to the back of these swords and saying, like, look what I got here. I didn't take them all. I didn't need them all. She felt that way. She or he felt like I didn't need them all, but it's a wolf in sheep's clothing, okay? So this person pretended like they were someone else, and they had a mask on, and they really did a dirty number on you. Or you actually saw it coming, and maybe they ghosted you. Maybe they just left without actually giving you any type of goodbye or any type of anything. And this could be that short-term relationship with that brunette female here. Trying to find a message. You've been in my dreams. Oh, so they've been dreaming about you. That's beautiful. All right, what's next? I have alliance, okay. All right, very beautiful. Could have Native American roots, doesn't have to be, but for some of you that's very possible. Let's see what they have to say about alliance. Make the most of your network. Respond to pressure by reaching out to people of different levels of education, experience, age, views, or social standing. That was very similar to that unity type of card here. So it's also giving me a message that some of you may need to find a internship, or you're looking for outside of you need more assistance from people who are more educated, not highly educated, but more educated than you, that have more experience, that are different ages, views, or social standings, that kind of give you an idea of all the perspectives before you kind of make your alliance with someone, or maybe, again, you need to align with different people of different ages, okay, of different social standings, different levels of education, okay, and broadening your circle to make sure that it includes all those different networks, okay. Be wary of pretension or selective equality. Yeah, so you may for some of you be pretentious and think, oh, I only surround myself with the highest educated people, and with that drive the nicest cars or have the nicest things. Well, then you're also cutting yourself off from the real people in this world that have something to offer as well. And you may be only getting that opinion from that small piece of your world that you're broadening to a bigger picture that doesn't fit. Okay, so you may be need to widen your scope there. Okay. A challenge brings a reminder of the place you hold within a system, network, or group, and of the scope of your influence. Yeah, so you may also be able to influence this. You may be able to create alliances, and you may be able to bust those alliances down for some of you. And be careful, because they talk about in therapy how when somebody feels like they belong, that that their ability to heal and their ability to cope and their ability to see themselves and others and to really heal from things is massively changed, and in a good way. So they benefit from therapy and like group psychotherapy is what we're learning about. So alliances would really help you. So be careful what groups you join and the people that you join with. Be careful of your ability to take away somebody's group membership as well. As far as, we all make mistakes, and we all have that type of energy where, if we if we, how do I express this? If we use our power to cast people aside, we could really be doing some damage to them, okay? So be careful of that. And you may hold a place in the system, and you may have worked your way up, and they may be trying to do the same. And you have an ability to be a mentor to somebody as well, okay? Healing can be found within cohesive relationships or a close-knit group. So you may be looking to join a group, okay? You may be looking to join a church. You may be looking to join like a support group. You may be looking for group psychotherapy. And so this is figuring out where you want to go and where you belong, okay? A lot of you may be struggling with where you belong, okay? Build strength through inclusion, structure, and connection. Think in 3 dimensions: past, present, and future. Yeah, absolutely. We have Beauty Queen, okay? So there are 2 females here. So this could be a female and female relationship with this brunette female and this Beauty Queen, okay? This could be just someone you were involved with, okay? And you may feel like a Beauty Queen, even if you're a divine masculine watching on the side, okay? And you could be involved with 2 different women. One is short term, and one you may not be. They may both be short term too, so keep that in mind, because we have this brunette female who could also be the Beauty Queen, so they could also be short term. Or there could be 2 females here, one that's more Beauty Queen like, and one that's like the brunette female, and they could. There's one of them short term, okay. Interesting. All right, let's see what they have to say about this Beauty Queen. I think I remember reading about this before. I think somebody. Shining light, living to your full potential inside and out. Theater, drama, dancing, being on stage, winning. Yeah, that's what I did feel over here, that on this side for Scorpio, that was in that 2 of Pentacles reverse. I did feel that energy there. So, and there was communication. So maybe they want to communicate with you, or you want to communicate with them. Okay. And so this is also you fulfilling your full potential. So you want to shine. Okay. So this alliance, you may be trying to network with people that can get you to this, that have connections in theater, drama, dancing, being on stage, that type of energy. And you may literally be a Beauty Queen and wanting to win titles and things like that. And we have mirroring. So you are mirroring with your twin, okay? So when you're mirroring, you may be doing shadow work because there's shadow work on the other side. You may not be observing. You may be doing some type, maybe acting, but there's patience over here on this side. So this person is being patient. And then there's self-worth. So it's possible that the work that your twin is doing is so positive here that it just needs to be done on your side as well, Scorpio. All right. So they may feel also a lack of a fresh start here. They may need to do some shadow work. They may not be observing, or they may be told to be observing, because there's patience here. So you guys could be flip-flopping, as in like one of you is observing or needing to observe and not, and getting dinged for it. The other person is like, well, I'm being patient. Okay. So like eventually you're going to you'll be aligned with that same energy here. Okay. So you may be very much into your work as well on this side here, and definitely that type of energy. So I highly recommend watching both videos, because that mirroring is here. So you may be mirroring that you and this person may both want to be a beauty queen, want to be, on stage, want to be recognized, taking really good care of yourselves is what I feel like. Just, your hair, your nails, your clothes, your outward appearance looking very beautiful. Okay, and we have the 3 of Wands reversed. Okay, so this is no longer waiting again. So we had patience here, but no longer waiting for your ships to come in, that you've sent these ships out when this is upright here with that 3 of Wands, and you were waiting for these ships to come in. And maybe you are still, maybe they have come in, or maybe they haven't, but you've kind of given up on waiting. Okay. So you've now kind of gotten to the point where I think you want this communication. Okay. And there was that 9 of Wands on the other side. So possibly you realized something, that maybe you put out some ships, and not literal ships, but you put out some communication, and you were waiting for it to come back. And if it didn't, you were like, okay, well, it didn't, but it is what it is what this card kind of tells me. It is what it is. All right. And again, you may be mirroring with this person. So they, with this patience, you were having patience. You knew it was short term possibly, or now you know it's short term and who that person is, and now you've uncovered their crap, their sneaky betrayal bullshit if it's not you. And maybe before you were waiting for them to change, and now you're like, I don't care if you're changing, okay? Now you're like, I am moving forward, okay? I'm gonna go in whatever direction I need to now, and I'm gonna take control instead of waiting for these ships to come back in, okay? Wreath, yeah, sorrow over a loss. Okay, yeah, so this may have been, again, this loss of this friend, loss of a friend or a lover here with that short term. So you may have sorrow over that loss because maybe you thought if you put in enough effort and enough of this small communication with these Three of Wands here, which Wands are always communication to me, in this passionate kind of new beginning in a way when we talk about like the Ace of Wands, and we got the Ace, and then we go from the 2, which is a decision, to the 3, which is actually kind of putting that into motion. I feel like you're kind of thinking, you're maybe regret over this for some of you, maybe some regret in this situation. Like you're maybe thinking about, what can I do differently? How in the future can I avoid this? Okay. And maybe taking more control over the situation in the future. Twin flame message. Your beauty still moves me. Aww. Yep. Your twin thinks you are beautiful. All right. And they may see you as this beauty queen. Okay. With that mirroring energy. All right. Okay. And they maybe want this fresh start, okay? They maybe want to go, from this 3 all the way back to that Ace. Like, can we just start over, is what I feel like. All right, let's see here. Let's get some clarifying energy here. I'm not sure if I did the mutual energy, so I apologize. I will do that now. So mutual energy between you and your twin was the Queen of Swords. So I feel like this person's independent, logical. They are cutting through the bullshit, trying to make a decision here, but weighing up all the options as well in order to do so, but using their logic. They're still compassionate. However, they can also be looked at as cold, or their directness can kind of off-put people. But it's also this energy that's been clarified by the Star reverse. So there's some healing that needs to take place. I feel like for you and your twin, possibly, this could be you or your twin. We have mirrored energy here. That you may be kind of stuffing your emotions down and not really dealing with them right now, but there's some healing that has to take place for both of you with that mirroring card here. So I feel like there's definitely some healing. And you may have given up hope in this situation that it's going to change. This 3 of Wands kind of tells me that as well. Like maybe just kind of giving up hope that these ships are ever going to come back. That and having such sorrow over a loss here, okay? So maybe, again, that, relationship here, that short-term relationship that didn't work out. Okay, so this is definitely kind of needing to have faith and hope and healing a situation is really required, okay? And it's almost like just like not wanting to dig deep into those emotions, because that's that shadow work here that needs to be done on your side, okay, Scorpio? And again, also on your twin side, okay? So you both may need to do that work, okay? And that will help you with this self-worth, okay? So your twin is trying to give you that self-worth, and you're trying to do your shadow work, and you may be flip-flopping, and you may be mirroring each other throughout this process, which is very common of twin flames. Mirroring is when one person does something, the other does the exact same thing, and then you mirror it back at each other. And it could be in different ways, but it's still mirroring. Okay, so let's see why the 6 of Pentacles is reversed here. Let's get some energy on that. 6 of Pentacles reversed. Why is the 6 of Pentacles reversed? More Pentacles. Somebody was holding back. Somebody was holding something back financially possibly, but also just there was definitely somebody was only giving 4, okay? All right, somebody was giving more. That's that 4 of Pentacles. Somebody was giving 4 of that 6, okay? And it was more. So somebody was giving more to the situation than the other person, okay? And also, at that same time, that other person was holding back from giving you what they needed to give you in that situation, okay? So maybe they were ready to give you that, or they wanted to give you that 4 of Pentacles, but they were like, maybe I'm only going to give you 1 or 2, And this could be you giving that 4 and them only giving you 2 Pentacles again. So that's that effort in the relationship. So, somebody giving more and somebody taking, somebody giving more and then somebody obviously taking more, because they're like, oh, I'm not giving the exact amount, the same amount as that other person. Okay. Yeah. Very interesting. I like that. Okay. Or I like how it said that. Not that I like that, but okay. So, Seven of Swords reversed. Why is the Seven of Swords reversed? Magician reversed. Yeah, somebody was trying to manipulate someone else, okay? This magician here, somebody was trying to pull the wool over someone else's eyes. They were trying to take away the tools that that somebody had. Could be, no, I'm thinking of the wrong one. I'm thinking of, yeah, could be dealing with an Aries here with the magician, okay? Or have Aries in their chart. But, yeah, I'm feeling like I'm feeling like that this person was trying to manipulate the situation here. They were trying to get away with something. So they were trying to pull the wool over someone else's eyes. There's definitely some type of betrayal here. And the situation couldn't manifest. Again, this falls in the same line of the short-term relationship here. Okay. All right. And so it's like maybe you trying really hard to make this work and it's not meant to be. Okay. It's meant to be short-term. It's meant to teach you a lesson. Okay. And not having all the tools that you needed to make this work was probably frustrating, but you're being told to have patience with that, or you are having patience with yourself, with the situation, or you had patience and thought that it was going to be a little bit longer than it was, or that it was going to pan out differently, and then it turned out to be short term, and you were just like, okay, you know what, like, this person is probably arrogant and boastful as well, with that magician reversed and that rooster card underneath there. So, and again, they may have ruled by fear and arrogance, okay? And they may have been all about themselves, okay? And they really tried to show themselves as someone else than they really were. They really tried to pretend they were something else in order to get into your good graces, okay? This could also be that friend or a lover. It doesn't have to be, it could be one or the other, okay? All right, why is the Three of Wands reversed? I'm not going to take it. Too many cards here. Let's make sure we're still recording. Okay, good. So Three of Wands reversed. Why is the Three of Wands reversed? Good grief. Ace of Swords. Okay, so maybe you learned the truth. This is just the harsh truth, okay, here. The sorrow over a loss. It was the Ace of Wands here over the the Ace of Swords here, sorry, over the Three of Wands reversed. So this is some type of truth, some type of clarity, some type of ability to cut through the bullshit again. And it's like, you know what, if you were just waiting for this to manifest into something long term, it just wasn't going to work out, okay? So for a lot of you, it's like, okay, you put your ships out, they never returned, you gave too much, or somebody took too much, or the situation was unbalanced as far as give and take here, as far as who is putting in more effort as well. So it feels like to me that you now see the truth in the situation and you've got some clarity. It still hurts though. You have sorrow over a loss, okay? So definitely hurts. And maybe you and your twin both lost a friend over this, because I feel like on this other side with the Five of Swords here, that these are kind of connected, okay? So this moon with the secrets that came out really did a number on somebody, and somebody really, again, was hiding. They had a mask on, okay? They were definitely hiding. And they could be somebody you work with, because we had work on that side and it was in that same row. So yeah. But y'all are still mirroring each other in that energy. So you may have been wanting somebody to communicate with you, and they may want something, you both wanted some communication between the two of you, or some truth or clarity in this situation. Maybe you both were seeking the truth and the clarity in this situation, all right? And this alliance card as well kind of talks about kind of figuring out where you belong, and kind of figuring that, like that center card on your side too kind of mirrors that as well, Scorpio. So kind of being picky about who you bring into your energy and what groups you choose to become a part of, and how well you feel like you fit in, okay? Interesting. All right, guys. Thank you so much for letting me do. Oh, sorry, I forgot. We have your fortune card. All right, look at that. You have Lion, okay? Yeah, harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. Yeah, so, You know, stay loyal to who you are. You are protected, and and get into that energy. If you feel like you're not being, maybe if you need to protect yourself, you can always. That may be also a spirit animal for some of you is a lion. But they want you to get into that spirit animal's energy. If you feel like you just can't do this, like you're just, you know, moving forward, but you're like, oh my God, am I ever going to get there? So they want you to charge ahead magnificently like a lion does. So if you're questioning it, or you need that boost, just picture yourself as being a big ass lion, y'all. All right. Well, thank you so much for letting me do your reading, Scorpio. I appreciate all of your love, all of your support. If you can, please hit that like button. I would really appreciate that. And I know my subscribers and everybody else would appreciate that too. And all the new people out there that have yet to see my videos. So thank you so much. I will see you for your June videos. Take care.